It's for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Champions Invitational is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside major champion Rich Beam in the booth, and it's wonderful to welcome in Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be following this featured group because there are rumours of a rivalry brewing between these two players.
And so this week, Henny, they're vying to beat Tony Finau. This should inspire some brilliant play.
Oh, Tony Finau will not be letting up this week, Luke. But he's such a nice guy, you almost don't want to beat him. I mean, it's tough, but you must. I don't think you're going to outdrive him, that's for sure. But iron play, or maybe you can get him there. You have to putt well, though.
Tony Finau might be a big cuddly teddy bear, but when it comes to playing on a golf course, he's going to try and strangle you to death. Good luck trying to beat Tony Finau. There is literally no weakness in this man's game. Now he knows how to win. Opting for the 3-iron here.
This one is heading to a really not so good space.
And here we are with the third shot. Big par saver coming up for this fella. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Just 3 feet to the cup. And Brooke Henderson currently in the lead here. And now let's catch up with John McCarthy for an on-course report. What can we expect from Echo Park Golf Club this week, John?
Well, Luke, one thing I can say about this after walking the course this morning, it's a long one. So distance off the tee, especially important here at Echo Park. The course starts off along the big lake. There are a few holes that hug the edge of this lake, not unlike a Bay Hill, but here you get hit with it right off the start. And when you get away from the water, you get hit with the sand on the 6th. There's a thin corridor of fairway that leads to the green that weaves its way through. I think there's 5-6 bunkers leading up to and surrounding the 6th green. And from there on out, the players are going to be on the watch for the sand because it's sneaky and it's hard to avoid in certain situations. It's going to be an exciting time here, I think, this week at Echo Park.
Rich, Canadian golf has had a number of people to be able to hang their hat on over the years. Obviously, most recent on the men's side, Mike Weir is a major winner. But the impact that Brooke Henderson has had on the game seems to have been even more significant.
It has been, and she doesn't carry the mantle just for women's golf in Canada. She carries the mantle for Canadian golf in general. She's such an amazing, delightful young lady to be around. Her personality is infectious. She's just a good soul. And she carries that around to the golf course. I mean, 2-time major winner. But what I'm impressed about most with her game, Luke, is the fact that, you know, she is such a long hitter in the game. You don't quite see too many women in the game right now that they don't talk about hitting it long like we do in the men's game. But make no bones about it, she hits it a long way out there. That gives her a massive advantage over some of the other players. And that's why she is such a prolific winner on the LPGA.
Now on the tee after a birdie, fired up and ready for more. Oh, that should find the bunker. Eddie, that ball seems to be sitting down. Is it bad?
They'll have to channel their inner Severiano Ballesteros here. This needs good hands.
getting ready to play their third. A bit long on that one. 8 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for par here.
Looking good. Oh, so close. Okay, let's head to the next. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Let's take a look at the current standings. Sitting at 1 over for the event. Here we are at Echo Park Golf Club, the 4th hole, and it's a big brute of a par 4.
Off the tee, your eyes look down the left-hand side and see 2 massive bunkers and obviously the water, so anything right of that is just fine. If you find the fairway, second shot is downhill just a little bit to a long, narrow green that has got bunkers down the right-hand side. Distance control with that second shot is absolutely imperative if they want to have a good look at birdie.
Golf became a power game, and there's few players out on tour that have more prodigious power than Tony Finau. If he really wants to go full tilt, Rich, it feels like everyone's playing for second.
He is a dynamic player that has the ability to make birdies in bunches. The ball striking, I think, is always going to be brilliant. Watching him when he was on the Korn Ferry Tour, graduated to the PGA Tour, and just keep watching this steady progression. Each and every week, he just seems to get a little bit better, and the confidence level is over the moon with this kid. And to bundle it all up, Luke, he's one of the nicest guys in the world. You want to root for a Tony Finau. He is such a likable, lovable guy, I believe, that you can't help but root for him. And the wins that he didn't get are just heartbreaking, and we felt the pain alongside with him. I love watching this guy play. I root for him every single week.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. A par putt on the table. Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. We have a par 3 on this one. This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing.
Well, usually Tony Finau is the tall order. But after that shot, I think beating it and getting inside it is the new tall order. What an approach.
It's on a great line. That putt went a bit long there. Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly. In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot. standing over this one, and it's a very long putt. So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. Currently at +1 for the tournament. We have a short par 4 ahead of us here.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Oh, golf clap. That's a beauty. Second shot here on the 6th. Well struck. And now over to Tony Finau.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Okay, time to return to the action. This putt coming up is for birdie. Oh, what a super shot. Oh, Canada. Brooke Henderson leads this tournament. Welcome to this par 5 hole. Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back. Well, Rich, it's become a bit of a new age thing on tour. A couple of rivalries that heat up on social media. We've seen a number of other players that call each other out. What have you made of this social media age?
Well, you better have thick skin if you're going to get into the social media arena. Thankfully, they didn't have it when I was out there on tour because I don't know if I could handle it. I certainly couldn't be trusted with it back then. But I think if you're going to go into that arena, you have to treat social media like it's just something that it's fun to do. If you do go down that rabbit hole in social media, you better be prepared for the consequences.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Yes!
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
An opportunity for a birdie here. Hang on, this looks pretty handy. Oh, look who's getting on a roll now. That's back-to-back birdies. And with it, he moves to 1 under par. Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th. Good choice. Go with the 3-iron. Should find the green. Well, that's well played into birdie range here at the 8th. 6 feet remaining to the cup. Ooh, right by the hole. An opportunity to make a par here. Now, that's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert. This hole here is a par 4. This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. Second shot here on the 9th hole. Going with the 3-iron.
They've chosen to club down here.
And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, that one just missed the hole. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. This would be a great up and down from this spot. That's a wonderfully played chip shot there.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
Rich, this player's just a few shots back with the last 9 to play. Did you prefer to be the greyhound or the bunny?
I want to be the greyhound. I'm sprinting away if I possibly can. This player's 3 back. They need to start sprinting.
Time for the second shot at the 10th. Oh, well played. And here we are with the third shot. 3 shots off the lead. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. A spot in the top 10 on the line here if they can hold this. He finds himself in a share of 8th.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
Oh, that was mashed. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
He's got, I'd say, a solid 145 here.
Choosing the 9-iron here. Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be inside the range there. Well, Rich, think they can make this one?
Luke, I gotta say, I don't like their chances. I have been wrong once before, but I really can't remember when that was.
That was a gallant attempt. And just about 8 feet left to the hole.
He's got this for his part.
Ah, that's frustrating. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. This hole is a par 3. And choosing the 8-iron here. Attaboy, good shot. And now over to Tony Finau.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
A chance to move to a couple under the card with this putt. This one has eyes for the hole. Oh, just missed. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Solid par putt, that. Now 4 back after that hole. Well, the 13th hole here at Echo Park Golf Club is not as kind. A big hole at 504 from the tips.
Well, thankfully, it's slightly downhill off the tee, but yes, avoid those bunkers down the right-hand side, and of course, that meandering brook that is a feature of this golf course. Big hitters can actually take it over everything down that right-hand side, but that's for the brave few. Second shot, downhill slightly to a massive green. Just some big bunkers on the left-hand side, but plenty of bailout room over to the right.
Opting for the 3-iron here. Heading towards the rough, this one. That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
Missing it short there. They will definitely be upset.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here.
That is absolutely spot on.
Well, I know that we're in the booth and not right up close to it, but it doesn't take a smart person to work out that's not a nice lie. Opting for the 9-iron. And that was a bit of a misfire.
Not easy to find the green coming out of the rough.
Great touch. Really nicely played.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
He's currently tied for 15th. Time to face a par 4. Oh, seems to have got a big piece of that one. Striped. Sitting at -1.
This one needs to kick left and kick left hard.
Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. A bit long on that one. Putting for par. It's on a good line. Ooh. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Tiger Woods back in his familiar spot, currently leading the event as we head to the next hole. This hole is a par 3. That was a bit of a miscue. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And back to the play, shall we? They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. Ooh, wouldn't that have been nice? What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
He'll be happy to hold this. 21 foot.
Big chance here. That's one of those putts that you're proud of at the end of a round. They all add up. And the entire field looks up at that familiar sight and sees the name of Tiger Woods on top. This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway. Penny, what have they got in front of them here?
He's looking at perhaps 175, I'd say.
Going with the 7. Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 1 under. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
What a drive. Look at that.
They're still chasing their first win of the season.
Multiple top 5s this year. I guarantee a win at some point in the year.
That was wonderfully done. Getting ready to play their 3rd. You like that, didn't you? Trying to get to 2 under with this putt.
Come on, don't be shy.
And down she goes, so it's tournament over now. Well, I think that warrants another look. Let's see that again.
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
And Henny, I think the takeaway for this player is that they really dominated their rival at this event.
Absolutely, Luke. I think the consolation prize is the way they performed against their rival this week. That should absolutely give them confidence as they prepare for their next event.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in and see you next time. Pga Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Falcon Open is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi, Luke. I'm very much looking forward to bringing you the action from the golf course for this week's featured group. Now, there is a sense of maybe fear, heightened competition this week, as this player has said that they're starting up a rivalry with their playing partner.
And this week, Henny, it looks like they're trying to take down Justin Rose. Not many people have been able to claim that.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be all rosy at the end of today. This is definitely a tall order. Justin has one of the most consistent games on the PGA Tour. He's like a golfing metronome of a man. The iron play, I'm going to say if he hits the fairway, when he hits the fairway, his iron play is just phenomenal. He's going to get it inside 20 feet every time, and then you know he's going to hole putt. So, yeah, good luck with that one.
Well, he's the perfect mix, isn't he? He's an English gent with a killer glint in his eye. Good luck in this rivalry. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Let's check in with our man on the ground, John McCarthy, for our course report. John, what will Foxholm Golf Links be serving the players this week?
Well, Luke, I think Foxholm Golf Links is going to be serving up some birdies, maybe a side of eagle. The course really is right in front of these players, and what you see is what you get. Not a whole lot of tricks to it, so I think people are going to be firing at these flags all week, and I'm going to sit back and enjoy that. Hopefully the folks at home will as well.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. Come on, get a good bounce to the left.
Yeah, that was all they could do. Just had to gouge it out and then try and get up and down.
Here's Justin Rose. And here we are with the third shot. that silky touch from around the greens. A lovely shot to chip in.
And a chip in, Luke, just what the doctor ordered.
And this player's moving up on the leaderboard after that hole. And now stepping onto this par 3 hole.
Nice birdie back there. On to the next.
Opting for the 3-wood. This is looking pretty good in the air.
The perfect wind swing. Nice and easy.
A birdie putt awaits. Just didn't drop. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole.
On a nice line.
There it is. Currently 1 under for the day. We have a par 5 at this one. That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff. Second shot here on the 4th.
Oops, this one's headed for the rough.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. Just 3 strokes back. That almost went down. Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Look, I got to say, I'm really not liking their chances here, but you never know. Stranger things have happened.
This has eyes for the hole. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And now over to Justin Rose.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
Big time play, that one, at the right time too. Oh, and up he goes, marching to the top of the leaderboard. Here we are at the 5th hole of Foxholm Golf Links. 424 par 4 from the tips.
And only the really long players in the game are going to be able to fly those bunkers down the right-hand side. The shorter players are going to have to hit it out to the left-hand side with maybe not quite a driver, but from there, it's really just a flick of a second shot as this hole is just 424 yards. I'm thinking that every player is looking at this as a birdie opportunity.
Looks like this one's heading safely for the fairway. Rich, when we talk about the English group of golfers over the last 20 years, really Justin Rose has been the star of them, hasn't he? Major champion, world #1, Hall of Famer. He's done it all.
He certainly is that, and I have to say, he's probably one of the most resilient players you'll ever come across. As soon as he got done holing out that shot at the major championship years ago, turned professional, and went out and missed 20-some-odd cuts in a row and never gave up. Kept after it, which that would have broken. That would have broken most men, not Rose. That's why he's gone out and become a major champion. He is such a force in the game. There's no reason why he cannot play at a high level for many, many years to come. The ball striking is phenomenal. I love his stroke. I love the way that he putts it. I just think that he hits so many good putts that just don't go in. It just kind of gets under his skin. Listen, don't let it, Rosie. You putt it fantastically. Keep after it. I love this man's game. He's such a talent.
A par putt awaits. Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's got some work to do, but he's only one back from his rival.
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. Now on the tee of a long par 4. Now this one looks to be heading down the runway. This shot from about 190 yards out. 3 shots off the lead. Going with the hybrid.
Club up. I like this play.
That wasn't their best approach, Beamer. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Only a few shots off the pace. Well, that's very crafty, isn't it?
Such soft hands.
4 feet to the cup. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. Next up is this 2-shot hole.
That dog will hunt.
Playing from around 160 yards. Just 3 strokes back. Going with the 8-iron here.
Going for less club here.
Yep, that shot safely on the green. And he's down there. You got to read.
This is downhill. Can't be too bold.
Oh, so close. Par putt coming up here. Was on a good line. And this one will be for bogey. And now over to Justin Rose.
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. And that's going to put him up to even par. We have a par 3 on this one. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron.
Ooh, yeah, this one's headed right.
Even for the day. This putt for par here. And down she goes. So no movement there. The player remains at even par. Well, that's a handy shot. Time to take their approach shot into the 9th. Yeah, this is the stuff we love, getting after this par 5 in 2.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and getting rewarded for it.
Okay, let's get back to the action. A chance to move to a couple under the card with this putt.
They've got this putt to tie Justin Rose.
So close to the eagle. And down it goes. And with it, he moves to 1 under par. Let's see what happens here at the 10th hole. Yeah, that one will play. getting ready to play their third. 5 shots off the pace. Not bad. A spot in the top 20 awaits if they can make this putt.
Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
3 feet to go here to the hole.
Nice little par putt here.
Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
Birdied their last hole.
Let's take a look at Justin Rose, shall we? Oh, that's clutch. What a way to save your par.
I mean, you've got to expect this kind of stuff when you start up a rivalry with a tour player. This is what they do.
Welcome to the tee of a par 4. Oh, absolutely flushed. Sitting at 1 under. That was never really a comfortable shot for them, was it? And here we are with the third shot. 5 shots off the lead. Didn't that look good for a long time? And here we are with their 4th. 5 strokes behind our leader. Yeah, that's lovely weight. Getting it right up by the hole. Excellent job. And that's a little disappointing. Dropping some spots on the leaderboard. The 12th hole at Foxholm Golf Links is a strong par 3 measuring 216 off the back tees.
Luke, this is by far the scariest shot on this golf course. The runoff area to the left is severe. That golf ball will definitely run back into the hazard unless they catch a fantastic break. Players are definitely be bailing out to the right, but make sure you come up short and right because you want no part of that green side bunker.
Birdies are good. Harness them. Block the bogeys. They're bad. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Chance to get one under the card with this putt. Ooh, right by the hole. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. Well, that'll maintain the momentum. Nice par putt. And now over to Justin Rose.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And that par ensures he'll stay right there at even par. Let's see what happens here at the 13th. Not quite the shot he was wanting. Henny, do you have a better look at this lie?
Oh, some smiles here. A bit of luck in the second cut. It's sitting nicely.
Now, long-range putt coming up here. It'd be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it?
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Now a par 5 hole awaits. That's not the one he wanted. Even for the day. Good choice. Going with the 3-iron. That's it. It's okay. Getting ready to play their third. Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
And back to the course with the live action. Even for the day. Opportunity to make their par. The putt drops, and we're moving on. Let's see what happens here on the 15th. And choosing the 8-iron here. This one looks like it's going right. Not sure if that's how they drew it up. They're in the bunker. Got a chance to get up and down. Okay, step one complete, out of the bunker. Now let's go make a putt. And if this can go down, he'll save par. And the putt drops, now 1 over, heading down the stretch. This is Justin Rose. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. Stepping up to the 16th tee now. That tee shot looks pretty good. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 185 yards.
That got a little out of control, I think. This would be a great up and down. Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade.
Oh, gotta love it. Chipping in for birdie. Nothing better.
And now over to Justin Rose.
He's getting some airtime between him and his rival. He's 2 ahead.
So after that hole, he's now up to even with the card. And a par 4 awaits at this next hole.
Definitely needs to make a move on the field, and this is a golden opportunity on the short par 4. What will they do? Yeah, that'll work. That's fine.
Time for the second shot at the 17th. close was that to going down? Oh, good look at a birdie here. And that's their 4th birdie of the day.
Kinda like it. 2 in a row.
This hole's a tough 2-shotter, a long par 4.
Could not be more perfect.
This shot here near the 200-yard marker.
Wind is blowing left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
Going with the 3-iron. It's a decent fairway to hit this one. Not sure if they'll find it though. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Well, this putt will be a good one to hold for a round of 71.
These are on rails, looking good.
Just couldn't quite get it to drop. That signs off on this player's performance for the day. And as we take a look at our rival